I guess it's random vlog time. Hello everyone. Yeah. Pardon the mess. Me. I'm the mess. No, but seriously, I've been lazy all week and I haven't cleaned my room at all. So I've strategically positioned this camera so you shouldn't be able to see much of what's going on in here because it's a disaster. So I had this experience yesterday that I felt like I should share in a video. I don't know why. It felt right. And anyways, so quite a while ago I had a bit more money kicking around and I decided that it would be fun to purchase the Adobe Creative Cloud membership for like $50 a month or something like that. It's got all these access to all these apps like Dreamweaver and Illustrator and After Effects and all sorts of cool stuff that I don't know how to use. But I wanted to learn how to use it because it looked fun, and yeah, so I bought it on a whim. After having it for several months, I realized that I still didn't know how to use anything other than Lightroom and Photoshop, which is what I had before, and I kind of came to the realization that I couldn't really afford to keep paying the $50 a month for all these apps that I never used. It was a pretty good deal. You got a lot of content for $50 a month, which, if you were to buy each one of those products individually, you'd be paying a lot of money. But it was too much for me. I needed to go back to just the Adobe and it was too much for me. I needed to just go back to the Photoshop and the Lightroom and my safe, comfortable space of photography and things that I know how to do. But there was a problem, and it was the fact that I didn't really want to make the phone call to finagle and change my subscription and all that kind of stuff. Because apparently you can't do that online. That would just be too easy. Just because I knew that if I made the phone call, I was going to have to traverse that labyrinth that is the inevitable automated call system that all companies have nowadays. And after that, I would have to speak to a human. I'm no good at speaking to people, so I'm on Tumblr. So I put it off, and I put it off, and a word on Adobe's customer support services. I have met absolute strangers in the city who are more liberal with their phone numbers than Adobe is with their customer service support number. But that's beside the point. That's not part of the story. So after like 4 months of putting off making this phone call, I found the number, and yesterday I made the phone call. It took all of like 15 minutes for the helpful man on the phone to switch me over and do all that fun stuff, and now I'm only paying $10 a month for Lightroom and Photoshop, the things that I know how to use. So I'm not any longer paying $50 a month. $50 that I really couldn't afford in the first place, and for things that I wasn't even trying to mess around with to see if I could do anything with. I just, like, that. So after the phone call, I sort of sat back and I was just thinking about it and how long I'd wasted putting off that phone call, and I sort of put it in perspective for myself that, for 4 months at $50 a month, I basically wasted $200 because I didn't want to make a phone call for 4 months. And I just like, that's bad. That's probably not healthy behavior, like financially at least. After realizing that, I sort of just looked at myself and went, "You idiot. It's a phone call. Just make the phone call." But for those of you who don't know, I have struggled with anxiety my entire life. So I know that things like this make me anxious. And I know it's something that I still have to work on. But really, I started to have this sort of negative sort of thought about myself. You know, like, oh, you're stupid, you should have just made the phone call. But then I stopped myself. I said, no, you know what? I was productive today. I did something that promoted my financial well-being, and therefore my overall well-being. I did something good for myself. And you know what? I'm gonna be proud of that. So, there's that. I think that it's important to always appreciate the things that you do for yourself. And I guess I just wanted to share that little story with you all and say that I hope that you all are appreciating the things that you do for yourself. Like, whether it be big things or little things, like, appreciate the good that you do for yourself. Because they may be small steps sometimes, but small steps add up to miles, and that means a lot. So I guess that's all I really had to say. I just, I hope you're all doing well and taking care of yourselves and being good to your bodies and being good to your minds and all that good stuff. So, until next time, take care. Bye.